Y'all don't like to make babies out here?
We do.
I hope y'all like to make babies.
We're not as developed as, but we're still few.
Would you guys be open to receiving, like, let's say, 500,000 Americans, black ones, to come here and help y'all repopulate?
Focus, man.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Once again, this is your guy, Jay Focus, reminding you to stay focused. All right, and today we're here with another very special guest in the country of Namibia. Now, a lot of people don't know anything about Namibia. They clearly don't know a lot about you. So if you want, you can tell them as much or as little as you feel comfortable with, and we'll just keep it going like that.
Okay, so my name is Salma, and it's a very common Namibian name. And I grew up here and I was raised here. So something I can say about Namibia is that it's a peaceful country.
Yes.
Many people here are really peaceful and they're nice. It's not as dry as people assume it is.
You hold on, dry in the literal sense or dry in another sense?
Hit that like button. I'm putting in work out here. I swear to y'all, I'm putting in work. And just stay tuned.
Like, when people hear Namibia, I feel like they just imagine a desert somewhere in
so you
Africa.
mean in the literal sense, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's not that dry. We have trees. We have places that are like green.
They have parks. They actually
we
have
parks. We have game resorts. One of the best ones. You guys should come visit our game resort.
What's the name of? Do you know? Have the name of a game
There's
resort?
a lot. There's Etosha.
Etosha, yeah, that's the one. That's like the most famous.
The common one.
In the north, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, like life is real here. So yes, it's real. Like it's raw. There are animals out there. There are monkeys jumping in between towns, but like we are civilized people. We are civilized people. Despite what's happening, we're civilized people.
So one thing that shocks me a lot about Namibia is that you guys, I'm sure, do not know this, but Namibia actually is 2 times the size of Texas in population. So just really put that together. Think
in
about
population or size?
In size. Did I say population?
She said population.
Okay, I meant to say in geography, right?
Size.
So you look at Texas, right? You got Dallas, you got Houston, you got San Antonio, you've got Austin, you've got El Paso, you got all these major cities filled with millions of people. And then you come to Namibia, it's twice as big, and the biggest city doesn't even have 1 million people. Like, what's happening? Y'all don't like to make babies out here?
We do.
I hope y'all like to make babies.
We're not as developed as all the cities you mentioned. So we kind of have to, live up. Like if we're making babies, we should also be living happy.
Sure.
And the standards of life should also, be there.
So now, okay, continue.
So like having babies just out of the blue like that, like a lot of us are not economically stable. So those are just issues.
So I'm not talking about like tomorrow you need to pop out like 18 babies, but I'm just saying for you personally, how many children would you like to bring forward? How many little Namibians are you going to contribute to filling up this huge country?
Okay, growing up, I always wanted 7 kids.
Okay, there you go. That's right. That's what we like to hear.
Like the first one comes out, then the second one, and then twins, and then triplets.
Wow.
So 6 actually.
Okay, so you only
seven.
So you're only trying to have 4 pregnancies then?
Yes.
Okay, just finish it.
But no, things changed over the years. Now I just want 4 kids.
4 kids, okay.
Yes, but shockingly, I don't know why our population is actually low, but we have people with a lot of kids here.
What
Like-
about you, for example?
Me,
Yeah, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers.
Okay, that's decent. So 5 kids from your parents.
Yes, and my parents each have 7 siblings.
Okay, so they're doing their part to fill up the country. All
Yes.
right.
But we're still few. We
Would
have
you guys
fewer than
be
Texans.
open to receiving, like, let's say, 500,000 Americans, black ones, to come here and help y'all repopulate?
Why do we need to be...
And put businesses as well, obviously. I
Okay,
mean, because you got to
yes.
think it's like supply and demand. Because when there's more people, there's going to be more demand for like bowling alleys. There's going to be more demand for more malls, more demand for baseball stadiums
I
and
feel
football
like-
stadiums. So
maybe bringing new people can improve that,
Uh-huh.
the demand. But maybe the reason why our population is fewer is because the resources here, they're not enough.
Okay.
So the roads, we need to make them bigger for more cars and more people. We need to build our agricultural industry for
Sure.
the food. It's like the land is out there and it's only actually the resources. So if your people can come and help us build our resources, then I think that will be really nice.
that's a good trade.
Yes, it's a good trade. But if they're just coming to sit here and think that
Well,
I'm coming for a job or something,
they need to bring stuff with them.
nah,
They need to bring stuff.
we're gonna
I got you.
disappoint you.
True, true. But you know, I do have to say this in defense of Namibia. I'm gonna take the stand. I'm gonna speak on behalf of Namibia.
Okay.
The infrastructure here is actually really good. And trust me. I've been in 11 African countries, so I can compare and contrast to be like, okay,
Where would you
y'all
put
need
us?
y'all need some work, and like y'all are doing pretty damn good. To like, damn, it looks like the U.S. So I will say you guys are definitely on the positive side of that spectrum. You know what I'm saying?
And guess what?
Yeah,
We are very far from where we're supposed to be.
that's true.
There's
The potential
so
is there.
much
The potential is
corruption
there.
in this country. Like everyone is just willing to build themselves instead of the country and the nation. So whatever you're saying is just something of our bare minimum.
I understand that, yeah. So, I mean, if this is where you guys are at now, just imagine where you can be
Where we're
With-
supposed to be.
with good vision and
Ethics.
leadership. Yeah, I think in 20 years, you know, this could be the crown jewel of Africa. Why not? You know,
If
they
you-
have the space, they have the resources,
Exactly.
they have
We have
the location, they have so much going for them. I was just on the coast. You've been to the coast before, right?
of course.
Yeah, the coast is amazing. I was saying it's like if I close my eyes and you know it's like a dream. It's like if I could take a picture there and I could send it to someone in the States and tell them I was in California and they wouldn't know any difference. It's that that nice, that beautiful, that natural feeling. So there's just got to be so much untapped potential there.
But you're right. Yes.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts about Black Americans? Have you met many?
Yeah. Not many, but
Less than 10? Have you met less than 10?
I've definitely met more than 10.
More than 10? Okay, so you met a good
And
amount then.
I also
Men
have a
and
couple
women
of friends.
or-
Men and women.
Both. Okay, cool.
I also have a couple of friends that went to go study that side. So
Cool.
they come back with you guys vibes.
How so? Explain.
Like
Explain.
they come back and the accent changed and you know the different English, right?
Okay, yeah. So they pick up our
So
accent.
they pick up certain things from that side.
Okay. Good and bad?
From the good and bad, but I feel like I haven't really met the bad.
Okay, that's good then. So then it's all good.
It is all good.
All to the good.
Yeah.
So what part of the States are they mainly going to? Because, you know, the States varies depending on what part you're at. Are they mainly going to, like, the capital, like DC? Or are they mainly going to New York, or like where are they
It's
going?
more like New York.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
More like, yeah.
Yeah, because in the States, I feel like that's where you have the most Africans are going to be in New York. You got some in Houston as well. You have some in other places, but not like so concentrated, not all together.
Not like
in New York or.
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so so you said you met like 10 Americans or more than 10.
More than.
So what do you think about them? Because we didn't exactly answer that question. You're talking more about like the people who left.
To be honest, I don't think about anyone in a certain way. Like, I just see a human being, to be honest.
Sounds like Cap.
No, really.
Sounds like Cap.
No, really. Like, I didn't even know why you have to say Black Americans to come here and repopulate or something.
Why?
Like,
Why not?
why not everyone? Like, mix.
I don't have
black and white.
I don't know about that. No, the reason why I said Black Americans is because
You're white.
that's my perspective. Like, I'm not gonna say Jamaicans should come because I'm not Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they're looking for specifically. You know, and I don't want to speak for a community that I don't belong to. At the same time, you know, it's just about respect.
Okay.
I can speak for my community.
I don't know.
And even everyone ain't gonna agree with me. So, go ahead.
I don't know. I feel like they grew up in a different culture, and I don't know. They're a bit strong. I feel like maybe it's more racism that side.
Okay.
So maybe they experience all that side. So when they come here, and I feel like they would blend in here better. Like.
Sure, because you guys are the majority.
We're the majority, but like, yes, we don't really experience racial stuff and
anymore.
Shit. Not as intense, but we do. We do.
Give me an example.
I was once employed by this other place, and the big dogs, they're white people.
Of course.
And it was an internship. It was just not a normal job. So I had like a position, and this white lady didn't want me to use the bathroom she used. But
oh my God, really?
Yes, but the position that I had, I was told to use that certain bathroom.
What? And
yes.
Was she the manager or no?
No, she was not the manager. So I was like, okay, since I'm under the manager, let me go to the manager. And I spoke to the manager. The manager was like, no, she's just like that. She's cranky and very racist. So don't mind her. You can go use the bathroom and whatever. Like, if you see her, just ignore her.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what happened. And we never had any collision. But to say racism is still up there.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that was recently?
Yeah.
Just a few years ago?
Just like a year ago.
That's crazy. And you were the same age as this woman, or she was like much older?
No, she was much older. Like, I felt like maybe she was like she felt like she was looking at this kid that maybe is not supposed to be there, because I really look younger than I actually am.
So this woman, she was what, in her 50s or something?
In her late 30s or early 40s.
Okay, so not that old then.
Not that old.
Because I'm thinking like, you know, maybe she was
part of the
like remembers before
colonizers.
Independence and shit like that. But like,
no.
if she's only in her 30s, she don't
She's
even
too
remember
spoiled.
that. She don't even, you know, that wasn't really her lifetime.
No, it wasn't her.
So she was just a racist
I think
person.
she just picked it up from her parents or some shit.
Yeah. So, so it's deep. So can you tell them a little bit about the history here, because they don't know it. They don't know it.
Do I know it?
I mean, you have to know it. If you don't know it, we all in trouble.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got our independence on the 31st of March in 1990.
Okay.
And yeah, we were colonized by the Germans.
Okay.
And they were here for a couple of years, and when they left, the South Africans came in, and I think they did the worst.
Okay.
So after that, we found a treaty, and yeah, we eventually got free from all these colonizers and stuff.
Did y'all have to fight back, or?
Yeah, like for a couple of years, we even lost like good people. Like my dad was one of the freedom fighters.
He passed away.
He's still here.
Oh, okay. You made it
He's
say we
still
lost good
here.
people like my dad, and I was like, what?
Even our president, the one that fought for us and gained our independence, and the one after him, he's still alive.
Okay. Yeah, so these guys, it was only 1990 when they got their independence. So you're thinking that's what, 34 years ago, not even quite 33 right now.
Yeah.
So,
But the country still looks better than people that were independent for 50, 60 years in Africa. Yeah.
but there's a reason why though. That's
Why?
complex because
Why?
you could say it looks like this because the white people were in charge, you could say.
Yeah, but yeah.
And it's their money and stuff. So
No.
So like
It's our money, it's our resources.
you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm
Everything.
saying.
Do you know
what I'm
that
saying.
Namibia is actually a blessed country? We have diamonds,
Yes.
we have uranium, we have
Yeah.
fish, we have a lot of resources.
You have cattle. They love beef here. She didn't mention that. I'm surprised she didn't because she's Ovambo,
like-
which is like. Tell them. Tell them.
Well, okay. We like food. I'm an Ovambo speaking person, so we are known to have farms filled with a lot of different livestock and animals, and a field filled with a lot of crops and stuff. So we are those type of people, and yes, we do like meat.
They love it. They love
We take
beef
care
here.
of our meat. We take care of our cows, our goats, our sheep, our
Yes.
chickens, everything. You
I
can
had some
think
goat
of.
the other day. It was really good, but continue. Continue.
So yes, we don't like meat as much as he's making us.
They
though.
do. They do. After Argentina,
Not my
this is
team.
like
Not-
the
not-
beef eatingest country that I think I've ran into.
Yes, but we
Maybe not
it's
everyone.
'cause
Maybe
we-
not everybody.
Maybe it's because we make our own meat.
Yeah, yeah,
We make our own meat.
for sure. Yeah, they have what's it called, biltong or something?
We make our own bull. You don't have bulldog?
No, maybe we have a different name.
What do you guys call it?
I think it's jerky. I think
Jerky.
it's dried beef, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we call
Like-
it jerky.
Like dry meat. It can be beef
Yeah,
or
yeah, we call it jerky.
really
It's not so common
no.
for us. Like it's more of a southern thing. So if you're like in the Midwest, in the
Yeah.
southern parts where all the where it's fresh, where they have farms,
Mm-hmm.
that's where they have it. But like if you go to New York, they don't eat jerky like that. They be looking at you like, well, you from the South or
You
I mean,
don't like
they
meat?
sell it, but it's not like
It's not like here.
nah. It's like steaks and stuff. It's like more
What do you guys
of the
eat?
city things. I said steaks and stuff
What do you guys eat
do you mean?
normally?
in the
If
states.
you guys don't like meat. You
No, I
guys
said
don't
we do
meat?
like meat.
Oh, but
Hamburgers though,
like
and like steaks.
that stuff.
Yeah, the dried meat that's not so common. Like I
Dry
said,
fruit?
it's not so common. We have it, but I mean we have everything, but it's like not such of a like thing that you think of the States. You think of that stuff. You know what I mean?
When I think of the States and food,
People say hamburgers. They think of McDonald's and shit like that.
no, I just think of unhealthy.
Yeah, most people in the States eat unhealthy, but that's the thing about the States.
Most of the state food is either
Fat.
unhealthy or overly processed. So please come to Namibia to taste real meat.
This is a commercial. Go ahead, keep going. Talk
Real
that talk.
food
Talk that
that
talk.
is not GMO or invented or whatsoever. Like our things are grown naturally.
True.
And having all the nutrients and proteins that you're supposed to
Their
have.
watermelon is really good. I had some
Yes.
watermelon.
So-
I had a few watermelon
Our
actually.
meat does not taste like plastic.
Insert your watermelon jokes down below. I know y'all got them.
Yes, so
Yeah.
all our stuff are really tasty because they are naturally grown.
Yes.
From the meat to the fruits to anything you can think
So
of.
I know this is something people want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to know. Do Namibian women know how to cook?
Can you cook?
That wasn't the question.
You can't cook.
That was not
He
the
can't
question.
cook.
That was not
I
the
can
question.
cook. We can cook. We're really good at cooking.
Awesome. Okay. That's people want to know that.
How can we not know how to cook if all the good food is here?
You'd be surprised.
Like
You'd
at
be
times
surprised.
you just need to put the right things together. You don't even need to know how to cook because the quality is in the food.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, listen to her, y'all.
Yeah. You have fresh food,
Uh-huh.
you get good.
Such thing as a life that's better than y'all.
Focus, man.